Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. This is episode 2 on our new Let's Play. So yesterday we got, I don't even know what number field is it? The field behind us. This one here. We got harvested. Today we're going to get baled. However, looking ahead, well there's two things and we spoke about them briefly yesterday as well. The baler, I said we're going to sell because I want a bigger one. Given the size of the fields that we've got, I want the biggest baler possible, or not the biggest baler possible, but one of them. For that, we need the horsepower which we've got with the John Deere. So that's sorted, I'm happy with that. The thing that we haven't got, and I did mention it in the last episode as well, was... do I turn left and left again? Yes. The thing that we haven't got, and we need to remedy this, which is what we're going to do today, and we've been quite lucky in a sense. We don't have the power to plough our fields, not efficiently anyway. They're too big. And I remember saying in yesterday's video that for any sort of decent plough, and I'm not even on about the big ones, I'm just on about the sort of bog standard medium 5 or 6 metre ones, you need at least 300 horsepower. We don't have that. We've got two tractors, we've got this Fendt Vario and we've got the 6R, John Deere 6R, neither of which, I'm going to have to go on that, neither of which are 300. I think the John Deere is 280, which is our highest. This one is 150 possibly. I might only be 115. We'll go with 150, I think it is. So we've had to make a decision, and the game's kind of helped us. I don't know if you remember in yesterday's video there was a tractor in the used machinery. Well, that's what we're going to go and get. So we've got the Fendt. I did not want to get rid of this. I wanted to keep this because I really like Fendts for a start, and it's just, we can fit a front loader on it. It just seemed ideal. However, we've got no choice really with the things that we need to do. I need to remember that that wheelie gun, that wheelie bin's going to be through the wall soon. Yeah, with the things that we need to do, it's going to have to go. So 140, well nearly 141 for that, and 50 for the baler. So that leaves us with 493. The tractor we're going to buy is this, the 9RX. So EU, we're not going to put the bigger engine in it, so it's going to be 517 horsepower, which at the minute is absolutely fine. Tracks keep us standard, and we'll keep a UK number plate on it. So let's buy that. Where do we pay? There we go. Right. This is more like it for our ploughing. And just the size of the fields, we couldn't really do anything else. Let's repair for 4.5. I mean, straight away you can see we're down to, it's like down to 82 grand now. There's a massive drop off when you buy them. And the other thing, we're going to buy a baler, which, to be fair, we won't need to run on this tractor. It's just we're going to take it back with this one. Where are we at? There we are. Now, these are the biggest ones. I was drawn to the Crown straight away. However, these ones allow you to go faster. No, they don't. I could have sworn them ones allowed you to go faster. I wonder if it was a horsepower requirement I was looking at. Right, either way it's going to be one of these. And I'm going to go with the New Holland. So standard version, keep tyres the same. That should be a little bit different, shouldn't it? Yeah, we'll go for that. 159 grand. Oh, 159.5. That takes us down to 156. But back to 2 tractors. We've got, importantly, we had 2 tractors with the horsepower requirements that we'll need. So they're massive, aren't they? But then, so are the fields that we've got. Right, we'll get back over there. I'm probably going to put the 6R on the baler, and that's where we'll start. So, give us 2 seconds. Right, we've got the John Deere. It still looks big on that, doesn't it? Let's unfold, lower. We'll get rid of that help menu and that. Right, so this should run at around 10 to 12 mile an hour. Yep, and it's pulling it fine. I mean, there was a 50 horsepower gap between it, so I was fairly happy with it. Ooh, 2 secs. I'll tell you what I haven't done. So 240. We want the biggest ones possible. And I'm going with that just because the number that we're going to have. There's no point in doing a load of small ones. I think the baler that we sold, did that only go up to 180? Might have even gone to only 125, but I think it was 180. And I'll try not to miss bits. I mean, we've already got one, and we've only done a tiny bit of the field. I think that we'll probably talk about more when we come to do the ploughing, but that 9RX going up for sale on the used machinery, that's done us a massive favour, that. Because the last thing I'd want to do is, well, 2 things. Firstly, I wouldn't want to not plough it, because that's going to massively, isn't it like 15% or something for ploughing? It's massive, isn't it, for the yield? And the other thing is, what's the other thing? Oh, the other thing, I wouldn't want to put a tiny, put a tiny plough on one of these tractors and it'd take hours and hours and hours to get done. I seem to remember it was in FS19, and I'm sure last week I seen it come over to 22. There was a John Deere. It was a type of cultivator, but you could use it for ploughing as well. It's like this big green wide thing. It was never really suitable for British maps. It was always too wide just to transport. We'll have to have a look at that just to see if that's the same. I'm 99% sure that that mod's back in the game now, because that was ideal. I mean, if there was something like that, we would even get rid of our cultivator, which would cover the cost, obviously, for the new plough. Sure, it's in here. It's in colour. There's one like that, but not that. That might be the one I've seen. It might not be the John Deere one that was in 19. I remember using it a lot on Stone Valley. Nice big open American map. It was easy to transport around. It was just... It made life so much easier. It was really cheap as well. For what you got, it was only about 55 grand from what I remember. Right, what we'll do is we will stop there. We'll get a time lapse on. As was normal, given the size of the field, there might be a bit in the middle of what we don't record, but we'll come back. We'll hopefully get it done before it starts going dark. It's like 4:45 now, and we're on ×5, so we'll get a shifty on, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so we right at the end. Are we going to get one more? Not sure. This won't be the end of the video. This will go into the next day. I've had a bit of a break between what was the time lapse, an enforced break, but between doing the time lapse and doing this bit now, and I think at the minute the video is only on something like 13 minutes, so we may as well go into the next day, and it's getting dark regardless, so right, there's only a little bit. I don't think we're going to get anything more, so we will have that turned off, raise that, I wonder if I've there we go. Just wondering why it wasn't wasn't releasing the last one. Okay, look, and then we'll be able to use this again once we've harvested our other field. Just put this here for now. We will get back over to the house and start again in the morning. So we'll see you then. Right, we're into the next day, and I've just seen something that I'm absolutely perplexed by. So we start in August. We've got it on 2-day seasons. I know it doesn't come into effect until the month after. We're in September. As you can see up there, wheat and barley. Well, barley was actually late. Regardless, look at the wheat. It's out of harvest season, just like the barley was when we've just harvested that. Let me show you our barley. Oh, barley, our wheat even. Gone. Fully gone. Like, straight away as well. There wasn't any... I mean, you can see it's just after 8 o'clock. And useless. All of that, absolutely useless. It's just... I'm lost, absolutely lost for words. I mean, look at the size of that. Right. We are going to... What we're going to do instead... Oh, I'll show you... we got... If I can find it. Some big contracts in there, and 39 bales we got, all in all. So we need to go and get some sort of trailer and start selling them, don't we? So give us 2 seconds, we'll have a look and then see what we can get on with. Right, seeing as our main job today is now gone, which was going to be the harvesting of our wheat field, I've decided to take on a contract. And that contract is... It's in field 17, which is one of the massive ones. And it's a cultivating contract, so it's 37 grand. I think we lose about 4 grand for the hire. But what I plan on doing is getting possibly the headland done, which is massive. I mean, you'll see, yeah, it's absolutely huge. Get the headland done and then put a worker on. And then we can get on with the collecting of the bales, I think. But I mean, just those contracts in general. We'll have to do a couple, probably maybe 2 in not today's video, but today's in-game day. Right. I still have no idea where the traffic is in this. I was also expecting a bit of a dash from the tractor there, but I've just noticed it only goes up to, well, it says 17 mile an hour. It should only be 16. So get to the crossroads, turn left, and then fork off to the left. For our bales, I think I'm going to go with some sort of auto loader as well. Whether I'm going to buy it or whether I'm going to hire it or not, I don't know. We'll have to have a look, see how much they're going to cost, because I haven't looked yet. I think up until now we've been sort of quite what's the word? Not blasé, because we haven't been blasé, but although we've sold 2 tractors, we've also bought a very large one, as well as, I don't even want to look at it. We're just going past field number 6, which is our withered crop. We obviously spent a lot of money on that baler as well. So I mean, we can't afford to keep doing that because we will quickly run out of money, so we just need, I think, to be a little bit careful when it comes to a few other purchases, especially with losing that crop. Right, here we go. Round to the left, and then to the left again when we get down here. Do you know what? That basically, I never had a chance to do that unless I come out. Well, not in ×5 anyway. Unless I come out of our barley field, went straight into the wheat field, and then worked into the night, I could never have got them 2 fields done. And I don't want to squash a load of deer. God, there was a lot there, wasn't there? Just having a look at the map. I haven't actually. I think I mentioned it in episode 1. I haven't actually looked around the map because I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it for when I first came on. So I mean, all this is new. Some more deer ahead of us. Here it is. Looks like a little forest there, but yep. Don't know if that's something you can buy. Oh, don't say I have to go through there. You're kidding. If there's a little break in the bushes there, I'll go through here. Yeah, there it is. There is. I noticed in our big field as well, there's something similar where it's bushes all the way along, but then there's a bit of a gap. Because I mean, I ain't getting through there, am I? It's not happening. Right. This bit will do. What we'll do is hopefully not get stuck on a tree. Which we totally have done, haven't we? There we go. Right, we'll get the top and bottom done, and then we'll set a worker away. I think that should give it enough space, shouldn't it, to turn around? Yeah, it will do with the track. I don't know what's up at the top like. Looks like it's straight into a bush. I mean, that's huge, isn't it? How much is this? 1.3 million. Get some sugar beet potatoes in here, won't we? Right, I will get that off. We'll go and do the top and then we'll set the worker away. I don't even know if we'll have time to start selling these bales. Absolutely gutted about that field, you know. Just the fact I didn't even get a chance. It's so sort of cut and dry, isn't it? August, you're alright. September, not so much. So if I could understand it more, and I think with it worked more like this on FS19, didn't it? Like, if there was some sort of extreme weather, which obviously there can be, if the temperature plummeted or... that would be sensible. But just by saying it's clicked into the next month, so the crop's gone, it just seems utterly ridiculous. It doesn't look like it's going to take, once I put this work on, it doesn't look like it's going to take overly long. I don't know how big that cultivator is, but I think we should still making a decent amount of money. What other contracts is there? Another cultivator and a couple of big baling jobs, big sowing job as well. I don't even know if I own a cultivator. Have I seen it yet? I'll have a look at them shortly. Oh, we do. What do we own? 6 metre. We need a plough though, don't we? We need a plough. Right. That's away. It's not quite going in the direction I thought it was going to, but I think that's because the field isn't quite straight on this side, which I thought it was originally. Right, we'll just leave that to get on, and we'll get back to our own farm. Right, we're over at the store, and we need a bale loader, and I think there's one of two that I'm going to go for. I'm saying that as that. No. There's this one, which stores the most. However, yeah, it's saying hello. Square bales 240. So I can get that one. In fact, that is the one that we're going to go for. Auto loader, yes. And we will lease it for 905. Seems like a bargain. Right. I'll see you back over there. Right, just like in the last field, we nipped through the break in the bushes, and there must have been, well, not that there must have been, there was a bale right on the other side, so started collecting it straight away. This is something in FS19 that I hardly ever used. These sort of auto collectors. I nearly always used the ones where you actually do. I can't even remember what they're called. The auto stackers. I nearly always used them. Or did it manually. Which I may have done it. I mean, because we've got not a wheel loader. We've got a telehandler anyway, haven't we? But given the fact that this video has gone from being possibly quite short to possibly very long, I thought we would use one of these. That was interesting. Why would that be? Why is that only 8,250? I wonder if that's the very first one, even though it's like all the way around here. I wonder if that was the first one in. Because I changed it, didn't I? Even though we only had a few thousand litres when I changed it. I wonder if it's automatically set. Right. Let's see how much we can sell this for. Well, let's see which one's the closest. So that one's also the cheapest. The garden centre, one of them? No. Right, let's... That's closest, isn't it? Which one's that one? General store, general store. And by a whole pound. That's also the best price, so that's going to be up there, isn't it? Cool. I'm glad I got this one, not the longer one now. So it really is quite close, this one, isn't it? I'd say quite close. We're pretty much here now. Right, I think I'm only going to do this one load, because like I said, I'm really conscious now that this video is going to be quite long. So we'll do this one load, and then we'll do the rest in the next video. Is this going to open automatically, or do we have to get out? Ah, open gates. See how much we get here. Are we going to sell them? Ah, unload bales. $23, oh my word. We'll take that all day long. 23,600. All day long. Right, we'll leave it there. We will do the rest. We'll sell the rest of the bales in the next episode, which probably won't be tomorrow. I'm going to get back on No Man's Land, I think, for tomorrow. And we need to sort out what days we're going to do what. So whether we're going to have, I don't know, maybe Saturday on here, Sunday on No Man's Land. Are we going to alternate days? Are we going to do 2 days on here, 2 days on No Man's Land? I'm not sure. And then a free day maybe. Not a free day where I don't put one out, a free day where I maybe alternate between a No Man's Land and a Calmsden. We'll have to see. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.